I'm here at the Stanford Plaza where a group of 5 finalists are rehearsing their small business pitches before they present them to a group of investors at tonight's bi-monthly Creative3 RiverPitch dinner. The dinner is an opportunity for entrepreneurs and investors to get together to discuss their business ideas as well as potential funding and networking. I caught up with a few of the finalists to discuss their small business ideas as well as to talk about the doors events such as tonight opens to them.
Good opportunity to get us in front of the right people. I think it's all about getting in front of these people who are interested and can help you on your journey. So it's definitely a good opportunity for all the startups. So pretty thrilled to be here, and should be a good night. So Cuckoo is basically a photo sharing app that lets our users share photos of their food. They can also attach a recipe with it. And also it's for when you take photos when you go out to dinner, you can tag the locations as well. So it's basically a new photo sharing community for all the foodies out there. So basically one of the main reasons I came up with the idea, me and a few of my other friends, we do post a lot of food pictures on Instagram, and it came to a point where a lot of people who weren't interested in food didn't really appreciate the food photos as much, and so we thought, why not build a platform for these people, because there's a lot of foodies out there, and we just wanted to build them something that they can use and share what they want to share. And it also was a case of you never know, there's always new restaurants popping up around your area, and you might not always know about them. So this is a good way, if one of my mates goes to a cool new restaurant, I can jump on and see his picture, and then I know where to go. And because I can also see anyone can see the photos that are tagged at each venue, so it's a good way just to get an overall overview of a restaurant. So what makes us different is we're not just a photo sharing app, like there's hundreds of thousands of them out there. We're pretty much the only food-based photo sharing app that's a social community. So we're attempting to differ from the other services that are out there in terms of being able to connect with other people and your friends. So for example, a lot of the platforms that exist today are really targeted at, they're like glorified search engines, so you search for recipes and you're not really sharing with your friends. And the restaurant side, one of the biggest competitors is Urban Spoon, but you don't really necessarily care as much as what people you don't know think. So ours is all about connecting with your friends who are already in your own network, and really about the social side of things, where nothing like that really exists yet. Yeah, it's definitely follow your dream and take the plunge. It's all about just having a go, and your idea really evolves once you start working on it. It's never what you start out with. So I think that's the main thing, is just have a crack, and you'll be surprised what your final product is from what you first thought it would be. Once you start understanding what the market is and who wants to use your service, it really helps you produce a better product in the end. So really my advice would be is to just have a go, talk to the right people, attend these events that River City Labs puts on. They're often free sessions, so it's all about getting down there, and the more interaction with like-minded people, I think, puts you in a better space to hopefully produce a successful startup.
I got involved in RiverPitch because I've been working out of my house doing my own web development for about 5 years, and I finally decided to get into the city and work with some other people, and I found the River City Labs. And then one of the very first days I was there, I met a guy named Chris, and he told me that I should pitch my business because we were talking about Excite. And he's like, oh, that sounds really good. You should pitch it in RiverPitch. So, yeah, I don't know. This is my first time pitching and my first time really talking to investors. So I can only go by what I've heard. And I heard it's a really great networking opportunity. If I get funding out of it, it would be awesome, unbelievable. I'd love to work on Excite full time. So that's really what I'm hoping for. But I'm just really keen to meet some people and see how the other guys go and see how it all turns out. Excite is a sports administration platform, and it's designed to make it really easy for sports organizers to run super awesome hockey leagues or sport leagues in general. So that's what its purpose is, to give people tools to run awesome sports leagues. Well, I'm an ice hockey player, and everywhere I went to play ice hockey, they didn't have a very good website, and I always ended up building them one as I'm a web developer. So I built probably about 3 before I decided to build one that I could use everywhere I go play, and that kind of turned into what Excite is today. Well, there is competition. There's the big boys that charge a lot of money that are kind of after like professional sports leagues. And there's the little guys that are free, but they're really cheap and nasty. My solution is kind of in the middle. Like, we're free to use and we're really awesome. So I think that's what makes Excite a lot different. We'll see how this goes, but what's next is we're going to be upgrading our servers and getting everything right so that we could scale up. We're going to be putting in new sports, not just for ice hockey, we're for really every sport. So we're going to be adding new sports. We've got 2 new clubs in Canada, so we're really excited about that. We're going to see how we go in North America. So it's looking good.
We started the whole project last year. I started my networking and get the business side of the startup going 6 months ago, and I believe I wouldn't be anywhere if River City Labs and the guys there wouldn't help me out with their networks and with their input. So it helped a lot. So it's a great place to be, and I couldn't find anything compared to that in Brisbane, so it was a no-brainer. Yeah, Keyless is an identity and password manager. It's a combination of a website and a mobile device application. What it does, as soon as you log into Keyless, you don't have to remember or fill in your password anymore. So as soon as you log into Keyless, it's gonna pre-fill all your credentials. I'm working in IT security for the last 8 years. I used to be employed by Google, a few banks, so me and my co-founder thought that it's a huge issue for everyone managing passwords. People try to go the convenient way using really simple and easy to crack passwords. People who use something really difficult, they end up with a spreadsheet or end of the day just writing it down somewhere. So we wanted to come up with a password manager, and as we went with the development phase, we came up with a product which is actually really convenient and really simple to use. So that's just a bonus on top of what it can offer. I think those 5 companies who made it to the finals, everyone is really a winner. It's not about who's going to be the best idea. It's all about being there and presenting in front of all those investors, and hopefully everyone gonna gain new connections and possible get some investment.